Sunday, fun day, good people. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's another day. Blessed Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody watching. It's another Sunday for Squatcho 254. And today we'll be going to be live with one Arou, my brother, man. We had some battles with my brother, but he's going to be live. He's the first ever commissioner, FIBA commissioner from South Sudan. So we're going to share this with everybody else so we can follow. Hey, good evening, my brother. How you doing, sir?
Uh, good evening, Mr. Peter Kiganya himself. I'm good, brother. How are you doing?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm
Long
blessed,
time.
man. First of all, long time. It's been a while, man. Let me start off by telling you congrats on your nomination. First ever South Sudan FIBA commissioner. Man, congrats on that, man.
Thank you very much, my brother. Appreciate. Thank you. I'm
Yes,
humbled.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Man, it's nice to see like another generation of people getting into office and pursuing different avenues, after playing, and then you get into that transition where you get into, administrative work and just growing the sport in Africa, and especially in your country, man. So I salute you for that and just being a true, staying true to your word and trying to help your country and also progress basketball in Africa, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was something that, as a basketballer, somebody who loves the games, something that I've always wanted to do. Not just stop at playing. Once my knees gave in, my knees gave up. I was like, yeah, there's always something good I can do for the game, to grow the game in my country, in the region, continent-wise.
Yes, and as we say, that's a big step. Not only just to grow in your country, your FIBA Africa. So that goes all across the regions and everywhere else. But man, we before we even get into that, we got to go back and how you started, man. How did you get into the game of basketball? For you, how did you get into the game of basketball?
Aha, that's very interesting. Game of basketball. I was born and bred in Sudan when it was one country. Yeah? So
Yes.
back then, basketball was not a sport that we played. We played football, just like most African kids did. So I was a good footballer. I still do play football now in the hood. And so when we moved to Kenya, that was in 1998. We came to Kenya as refugees, looking for greener pastures. So again, I came and I continued playing soccer. The school where I started in was not so good in basketball, or basketball also was not number one spot. So I continued playing soccer, and then my sister Sarah Chan, the famous Sarah Chan, is the one
Man,
who
shout
actually
out to
started
South
this
Sudan.
basketball. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
her, wherever
yeah.
she is. Uh, she was an athlete, she was a runner, and then she moved from the school where we are, which was Forest View Academy in Karen, and then went to Laser Hill. As you know, and as many people know, Laser Hill is a powerhouse when it comes to basketball. And then from there, she became a star in basketball, and then she just continued to where she is right now. So when it comes to basketball, I'm actually known as, I'm not known, when I came in, I was known as Sarah Chan's brother because she was the star in the family.
Brother
So,
Sarachan.
brother Sarah Chan. So
Yeah.
literally, we just played basketball in the hood, just pick up, pick up, pick up. I started playing serious basketball now when I joined USIU, United States International University, Africa. That's when I started playing basketball, organized basketball. because back then, before then, you know, there are those and one tapes that we used to watch in the hood. Everybody wants to do and one and all that, you know.
Yes.
And then when I joined USIU, Sarah was already a star in USIU, and I was still, you know, trying to play soccer. And then one day I passed by the basketball court, and then guys were picking up, and everybody like, oh, that's Sarah Chan's brother. That's Sarah Chan's brother. So somebody by the name Coach Basog, actually, Basog, the famous Coach Basog, a very great guy. You know, I'd never known him before then. Yeah, the guy just walked up to me and told me, "Do you play basketball?" I said, "No, I'm going to the field. I'm going to play football." Like, why? Do you think you cannot play? I'm like, no, I don't play. And then he was like, do you think it's a coincidence, or is that your sister is a good basketballer and you cannot play? Just come. He told me, you take this ball, put it in the hoop. And I didn't know that I could jump that high. I just took the ball, put it in the hoop, and Baso just went straight to Coach Mayenge and told him, you know, this guy, you must put him in your team. And just like that, that's how I started playing basketball. I came for first training session, second training session. By then, the team was great. The team had great ballers, great basketballers. The likes of Abel, the likes of Jibril, Yoni, Jay, a lot of good players. Okwiri. So
Mr. Wright.
I started learning from I started learning from those guys slowly, here, there, until I eventually got myself in the first team as the senior team was leaving. And then from there, played in USIU, for about 6 years. I did my undergraduate there. Again, I did my master's. And then after I finished, I now said, let me go to Uganda. I went to Uganda. I was actually going to Uganda again. I was going for studies. You know, we are all about books in the family, right from the Mzee. So I was going to do my PhD
you guys are very smart
in Makerere.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So when I reached Uganda, as I was doing my studies, I was looking for a place where I can still continue playing because I love the game. So I was told there's a team that is coming up from Div 2. They're coming into the Premier League by the name City Oil, and they were recruiting. I was like, you know what? Let me just go look for a team. Let me play with them, and then we'll see. As I play basketball in Uganda for the next 2 years or 3, I go back home. Kenya, my home now. So again, I went to City Oil. I found they have a great organization. They have a maestro in the name of Gedi Haji. He put together a few guys here, there. Got Kami Kabangu, Jimmy Nabu, and the old guys still there, and we made a great team. Our first season in the league, we just played one game at a time until we reached the playoffs. After the playoffs, you know, we thought we were just going to enjoy the league that season, but
yes,
we won. We won the league that year, and then the following year again, we won the league. I won the league with City Oil. That is 2013, 2014, and then I came back home to Kenya. So I came back. I stayed in Uganda for 2 years. I got 2 rings thanks to City Oilers and Gedi and everybody there, and they're still winning up to now. I still follow them every day. They're still winning. They're still winning the league up to now. They're yet to be stopped. Then I came back to Kenya. I was now addicted to rings, so I was like, you know what? Let me look for one ring in Kenya. Kenya is home.
You need
and
one.
I've played in Kenya for so long. I need one. Yes. I remember in 2012, before I left, it was the only season that I've been to the finals with USIU against COP. And it was a series of 3 games. We won the first game and we got all excited, you know. oh, we are going to win tomorrow. And then COP came and swept us the following 2 games. So when I came back to Kenya, I joined Kenya Port Authority, KPA. That year when I came back, they were the defending champion. But when I joined that year, I think we lost to Ulinzi that season. I think it was 2015 in the semis, and they gave us a serious match, some serious army match. And then we came back the following year. We beat them, I think in the semis or in the finals. I think the semis, and then we also matched civilian disorganized stuff. So after that, we won the league. I won the league with KPA, I think thrice, and then I went back home. I was like, it's time now to go back home and see how things are going.
Man, great
history about basketball out here.
Man, that's a great journey, man. Five championships, but I think, you know, like when you talk about that, I think you know, you look into like South Sudan was accepted into the FIBA in 2013. But I remember previously we had, you know, like you guys have been playing like as Juba or coming, you know, you guys always had a team going, you know. I think I played a Nairobi team. I think we played against you guys and
I remember.
You know, with
I remember.
Mayen, and Abel was your coach. And Abel was your coach. And this is about and Abel was your coach. So how has that been? And why, even when you guys were out here, you know, the Mayen and even Ben, or how was it that you guys always felt that necessary to put that team together or bring those guys together and always play together?
Yeah, you know, somebody called Mayen. Mayen is the real worker. You know.
Yes.
In my point of view, from you mentioned it yourself, Mayen. Even when we didn't have a country, when it was still Sudan, Mayen would single-handedly walk around all the parastatals in Kenya, sourcing cash from our embassy to make sure that South Sudan was represented in any tournament in East Africa. And he worked tirelessly doing that for a long time. So back then we didn't have a federation, or we didn't have we are not registered, but we always found a way that we're in a tournament. We didn't know what was happening, you know. But Mayen Malok would always do. He will always work behind closed doors and doing and making sure that he got the fund from wherever he got, and go talk to the FIBA guys and tell them we have a team ready. He just comes and tells me, because we're always fit, we're in university. Just tell
Arou, guys are all playing.
we are all ballers. Arou, you get ready. Next week we are going to Uganda. What's up? There's a tournament. We are going to represent South Sudan. He get the jerseys. In fact, I remember there was even a time we didn't have jerseys. It's Team Nairobi who gave us jerseys. What is his name? The great coach Ronnie Owino. You know, like, you guys need to play. You guys are ready to play. Take these jerseys. Let's play. You know. So we always felt that, you know, we just want to play ball, and we want to participate in every tournament that we can.
Yeah, but you know, looking back, man, you know, you look back at that and all the things you guys have been able to achieve in a short time. You know, like 2013, you get accepted. 8 years down the road, man, you guys are 16th in Africa and top 100 in the world, man. Like, what's the ceiling for you guys? For me, it's like, you know, people are calling the rising star. South Sudan is a rising star. Like, what's the ceiling? Like, I think you guys have the potential to be the best country basketball-wise in Africa. I really believe that, because I've seen you guys with 6'8" guards, guys 6'8" playing point guard.
True. That is very true. And all this started when the new federation was formed. You know, we've been having all lads who have been in the office for so long since then, until recently, when now the new federation was brought in, and then the new federation now came up with new ways of doing things. You know, our chairman, Luol Deng, and our SG, Mariar, and few other guys in the office are really working tirelessly day in, day out to make sure that we are up there in the map, and they are doing a good job at it. You know, just as you said, we have the potential. The potential is there. We have ballers all around the world. We have good players in East Africa, Europe, Australia, America, Canada, but all was just needed was an organization, an organized unit, you know. And we got the guys in office now who are very organized and doing things the right way, and putting all the apparatus in place to make sure that we are recognized worldwide as a basketball powerhouse.
Man, it's amazing to watch that journey. But you know, even for you, like even me watching you playing, having played against you, and even watching Sarah Chan, watching Mayen, there was just something about you guys. It's very different. Like you are very skilled. You are very passionate about the sport, and you're very you don't step down from a challenge. Like you embrace challenges and you take them the way it is. Like, is that something just like cultural something, or is it that that's something you guys learn and you learn to compete and go with it?
I think that is in our DNA. As a South Sudanese, I would say that is in our DNA, and that can be seen from how we play. You know, from the word go. You know, we don't back down from any challenge. We don't back down from any game, any situation. You know, it is how life has been treating us all our lives, coming back from the history of our country. You know, we are always up against something. So I think that is in our DNA. We are tough by nature. You know, so that you can see from how I used to play. You know, and how Sarah Chance play, and how most South Sudanese play, aggressive, and they're very hard. You know, and we are not cowards. So that mixed with talent here there. And mixed with good organization is what has brought us to where we are right now. I want to believe so.
Yeah, but like you knowing where you come from, right? You knowing your history, you knowing that. Why was there such a big push for you? You know, you get your bachelor's, you get your master's. Now you're trying to get your doctorate. Why has there been that push for you to do all that, even though when you're playing sports?
Yeah. Now that comes from from a man called Dr. Ramadhan Chan. Ramadhan Chan is our father, and he is all about books. You know, he from the word go, we knew the reason as to why we left South Sudan. I mean, we left South Sudan. He said we are going to Kenya. Life is going to be tough. Life is going to be harsh. But the only reason I'm taking you guys there so that you can get better, a little bit better education than what was in Sudan then, because back in Sudan then was only Arabic, and they were using all the Islamic laws and all that. So by the time we came over to Kenya, we knew what we came to do. You know, living in one bedroom, all of us, all the siblings, double deckers here, there, all crowded in one place. Me, my sisters, my bro, I. But at the end of the day, he was like, we have come to Kenya to get better education. So you go do whatever you want to do. That is the only thing. That's one of the best thing our old man told us. You know, you have a talent, you have something that you like doing, as long as it's not disturbing, it's not taking down your education, you do it. As long as it's going to keep you focused, you do it. So you play basketball, you play rugby, you play football, you do whatever. But at the end of the day, I want to see grades and I want to see progress. And in my house, uh, everybody must study. Everybody must get a good grade in Form 4. You must get good grades in your university. You must get your bachelor. The least you wanted us to do, get your masters, because our old lady had a master's. So like the least in this house is going to be masters, who is your mother. Everybody else, you work hard. After that, from there, by then you'll be big people. That's up to you. So that's why we kept on pushing. We
Yeah.
go play basketball up to whatever time, get tired, but when we come home, we study and we pass our exams.
But that's a great point you brought there. Like, so because like the way even sports is viewed in Kenya, we don't view sports as, we don't think sports can go hand in hand with education, and it's unfortunate that we don't view sports that way. But like, there's a lot of people like you guys have done it. You get excelled, super athletes, by the way, not just a regular athlete. Sarachan, yourself, you're great athletes. Played at the highest level and still pursued your education. And so, that's a great lesson right there that we can borrow from you guys and also incorporate for our kids to see that it's doable.
Yeah, true. Yes, it is. It is very doable. It is very doable. Human beings are limitless. Whatever you put your mind into, you definitely do it. All you just need to know, all you just need to note down is your goals, what you want to achieve. Whatever you put down and you put your mind to it, and you go for it, you definitely get it.
Man, I got to share this with you here, man. There's someone who say, man, my good friend and master's classmates, congrats on your new position. You have always carried yourself as a leader since our days in USIU, man. Shout out to you, man.
Hi, man. Thank you, Esther. Esther was actually my colleague in university. We played together. She was playing for the ladies team, and she was actually my neighbor in the same plot. Yeah, so she knows a lot about me. Thank you, Esther. God bless you.
Yeah, but like when I look at just how much adversity you have to overcome to get. Now, I was talking to you this before we went on air. When I look at someone on how much adversity you have to overcome. You leave South Sudan, you don't even know Kenya. You come to Kenya, you get a scholar, you're on USIU, you have a scholarship and all that. You achieve all that through basketball. And then I have an athlete for Kenya who is saying, Bake haina maendeleo, ama basketball in Kenya haina future. What do you have to say about that? When I look at you, I'm like, man, someone came from South Sudan and was able to achieve all this when I'm here in Kenya.
Yeah, it all begins from here, and whatever you tell yourself, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. So if you talk negative, if you have negative thoughts 24 hours, when you're down, you want to stay down, nothing's gonna happen for you. So everybody's suffering, and everybody has their own issues going on. Everybody, but when you do your level best and you see that whatever situation you are in is not permanent, it can change, then you are definitely going to change your situation. There are very many people who work very hard, go through scholarship, and get degrees. But when you decide and you want to stay down and you just want to talk, you want to badmouth Kenyan basketball, the other people will come, will get the opportunities, and they'll continue with life. So it's all about here. Think it, work towards it, and you will achieve it.
Man, you talking like you're 70-year-old, man. You bringing that wisdom, man. You bringing that wisdom, man. You bringing that wisdom, man. Yeah. You bringing that wisdom, man. But is when I look at your journeys, man, or I look at other athletes who have been, like when I look at people who have come through Kenya and the things people have been able to achieve once they even leave Kenya, it's amazing to me to see how much, like, and then I talk to those people and they tell me how much Kenya was an impact on their lives, based on the things we have that we take for granted, like based on things we have that we take for granted, like going to Nyaya, we take that for granted. You go play basketball on the weekend, you take it for granted. It's when I talk to people about that and I hear these stories, man, it's just like, man, Kenya, we can do better. We can do better. And for someone like you who's played in different East African countries, you've been to Uganda, played there, South Sudan there, and you played basketball in Kenya. What are some of the lessons you think us as East Africans can share that can help us propel us forward?
First thing, I would say that if people out there don't know what you guys have in Kenya, then I think you guys should cross the border to any other country, and then you come back and you'll be like, whoa, Kenya tuko juu,
Yes.
Kenya has a lot of potential. You guys have a lot of potential in every aspect of it. If you look at players wise, you guys have players that have amazing potential. If you look at infrastructure wise, you guys have a lot of infrastructures that can actually propel Kenya to higher places, basketball wise and just generally life wise. That's why there are very many foreigners in Kenya, because whatever that is in Kenya is way better than what we've left behind from all other countries in East Africa. So what I would say is that it's all about attitude. It is all about attitude. Once you're in Kenya, you can get anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can be anything you want. All you just have to do is have the right attitude. That's all I can advise my Kenyan brothers. Just have a good attitude towards whatever that you want to get, and you will get there. You will get there. That's a fact.
Man, my yen is on here. My yen is here. He said, congrats, Mr. Commissioner. We are proud of you as a nation. I'm rooting for you, brother. Kindly, I would like to know, asking for the young aspirants, what does it take to be in the position just like any other official position in many institutions, but more so FIBA as an organization? And I think we talked about this before we went in air. We say, all these things are like a secret. Like we never know there is a commissioner. You never know there is this, there's a delegate. And then you go to basketball, so you go to Afro basketball and you see a commissioner there. You're like, what is this commissioner thing? Like,
yeah, man, I see you, my brother. Shout out, man. I see you. Great guy there, man. It's one of my heroes. Now, just as you are saying, during my playing days, I never knew what I knew. There was always a guy who would come and sit in the middle of referees with a suit. I didn't know what a commissioner is, what he does. I remember we would play in Nyayo, or whenever we go for Zone 5, we'd see Mr. Agina seated there. We'd be like, oh, what are these guys doing here? Mr. Gode. We didn't know until I actually sat down. That's when I was like, okay. After I learned, after I entered the class, I sat down for the classrooms and I did the exams. That's when I knew what commissioner is and what they do. As we were saying, it always feels like it is a big secret, but it is something that is open there. It's just that guys out there are not looking into it. I am 100% sure today, if you walk up to Agina, to Ronnie Buddha, to Mr. Gode, and you explain to them, or you ask them, what is ABCD? They are our OGs, they are our old guys in the system. They'll tell you exactly word for word what it is. But with the young people, most of the time, we just want to chill. We relax. We play basketball. After we finish playing, we'll be like, you know what? Imeisha. No, there are a lot of opportunities out there, and a lot of ways that you can actually help whatever federation you are from to better the game in your country or in your region whatsoever. So what it takes a lot of hard work. It's not easy. Trust you me, it's not easy. It's not easy being a commissioner.
But nothing
That's
easy is
why
worth living for, man.
True story.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
true. It's not easy at all. So there's a lot of hard work in it. There's a lot of paper, a lot of reading. A lot of reading, a lot of familiarizing yourself with the rules, familiarizing yourself with the duties and whatnot. So, and the exams, you are timed, you fail, you go home. Simple. So you have to. That's where again you sit down and be like, you know what? I need to set my objectives, my goals, what I want to do on this chance that I've been given to become a commissioner. And you sit down and you sacrifice your time and you study for it and you do the exams. Or else you would have wasted a chance that somebody else from your federation would have been given and would have passed the exam and would have represented their country, and the chance would go like that until next time.
Next intake, man, we're getting some knowledge here. But Kami is asking, Arou, what does it mean for you as a former basketball player in South Sudanese to see your national team qualifying after all these years, man? As we were talking about it, it's been 8 years, man, and you guys are playing Afro basketball. We haven't been to Afro basketballs for 28 years. Last time I think we had the Afro basketball. I played in that game, and I was the young on that team.
True. So that's true. Kamika Bago, I see. That's one of the legends in the region. I played along that guy. By the way, he's a very very great basketballer, and apart from basketballer, he's a great human being. One of my closest friends. Kami, it gives me joy. It gives me joy. At some point I was like, I wish this had happened when I was still at my peak. When I was playing against the likes of Peter Keganya, when I was playing alongside the likes of Kamika Bangu, who by the way I give credit to some of the rings that I have, in my under my belt.
He's a hero. He's one of the finest in our region for sure.
He is Mr. Easy Shots. Yeah, Kami. Our former sports all day money.
Man,
all
jumper,
day every day.
That jumper. He can beat you off the dribble, so you worried about the drive and jump shots.
and he has this too. Very smart guy. So Kami Nanibamba, I'm very happy actually. I'm very, very excited that Golding and our federation, Mariar, could actually put together whatever that we've done so far, and it gives me joy. And I know it gives the whole South Sudan as a nation great joy to see our country where it has reached, and not forgetting the other guys who have always been working behind closed doors way before we had federation, the likes of Mayen. I know how happy they are that whatever they've been doing in the past before we had federation is actually now bearing fruits. If it was not for the likes of them, nothing, we would not be where we are right now. So I know they're also happy. They're also happy as to what we have done so far.
Yeah, for me, I'm happy for Kenya, and Kenya has been there. So so I can't imagine how you guys are feeling. Like even me, I'm like, man, these guys, I follow them, and shout out and talk to them. So, like I'm so excited for them. Like I'm like, wow, that's a great thing, And as you mentioned, hey, I even think like 2015, man, I was lacing them up. I wanted to come back and play with Tyler, and because of the way they're winning and the way they play, you're like, this is my time, right?
True. I feel you, man. I feel you, PK. That was the same way I was feeling, man. That was the same way I was feeling, you know. And I was
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah,
what I'm going to do? I want
yeah.
to help in any way that I can, you know, to help to help my federation, to help my country in any way that I can. That's why I actually put aside some of the things that I was doing and stepped in for this commissionership, so that I can be, even if it's 1% part of
Yeah.
what is happening. You know, you help here, somebody else will do their job, somebody else will do their part, and eventually, when all the small pieces and puzzles are put together, something like what is happening right now happens. Yeah. So I really feel you. I feel what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. I gotta read this to you, man. You know,
Mm.
yeah, I got to give these shout outs to you, man. Many thanks and congrats to the first ever South Sudanese FIFA. You say FIFA, but it's FIBA.
Yeah, FIBA,
Please
it's all
work
right.
together
It's all
with us,
right.
President Mr. To take basketball to the next level. Our national basketball men team is doing incredible right now in Afro Basketball. May God bless you. Tune in from Naivasha, man. You have so when I first saw the posting and then I read the comments, I went through the comments, man. It's unbelievable how many people like commented on it saying thank you, like for you doing this. Even Mayen saying he's seen you spending countless hours, you studying and trying to get this, to get it right,
Yeah.
and that just shows character and leadership. But to me, it's amazing to see how many people have reached out to you. And even when I started learning about the process, I didn't know what it was really is. And I looked into it and I saw all the steps, man. So why were you so focused, and why did you think it's important for you to get to, sometimes you get a chance, you're like, he's a FIBA commissioner. After all, they might select me, they might not select me. I don't have to go to the games, they have to select me. Why did you think it's so important for you to make sure you got it right?
Uh, the first of all, thank you, Joseph. Thank you for the kind words. I looked at it this way, Mr. Peter Tiganya. It's a responsibility that was given to me by my country, and I was not going in as Arou. You know,
Yeah.
putting that aside, if I was going in even as Arou, I am not a failure. I do not like failing, leave
Yes.
alone giving mediocre work. You know, but my federation, my country, South Sudan, gave me the responsibility to go and sit down with FIBA and attend all the classes and pass the exams. If I would have come short than that, if I would have come short than that, it would be a disgrace to me first, and I would have I would have let down my nation, which is nothing that I want to do ever, as long as I'm alive, you know. So, and I looked at it that we've never had a commissioner, South Sudan. I'm the first one to actually be selected by FIBA, and it's not
Yeah.
like we've not been there before. Maybe the guys who are there before me, they did not do a good job. So I was like, you know what, this is a chance that my country has given me, and I'm not going to let it go, because it would have gone to somebody else who might have done even better than me, more than 100%. So the least I can do is give it my 100%. If it's studying, and that's why man is talking the way he's talking, because when I'm back at home in Juba, I'm always with him, and he has seen the hours that I've put in to doing the classes, the hours, the sacrifice I've done uh, studying for the exam. So he knows. He actually, we used to study. He used to throw questions at each other. He actually used to help me study a lot. You know, so he knows what goes into it. And I didn't want to let my country down. I didn't want to let the federation down. I didn't want to let Luol Deng down. I didn't want to let Mariette down. I didn't want to let myself down. So that's why I took it all the seriousness it deserves.
and also it gives you South Sudan as a country. It gives you a seat at the table. You have to be involved in the movement for your sport to grow in your country. It's obvious. It happens all the time. You have to be involved. You can only get so many opportunities, but you have to be at the table to know what's going on, to show your interest, to show participation. You have to be at the table. That it gives you a seat at the table, really.
True, yes, it does. It does. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, because it will actually start from the grassroots. It will start
Yes.
from back home. Me sitting at the table, running our local league, doing our level best to do it the right way, and then from there, we go on to the international stage. As we said, we are always students of life. We learn every day. So when I go when I go back home, I'll sit down, learn from the people who are there, because they are OGs who know the game more than I do. I'm going to learn from them, and I'm 100% sure they will learn a thing or two from me. And my hope is to make sure that we raise the standard of basketball right from South Sudan, from Juba, to the grassroots around the country, as we come to the international stage. And I was actually shocked. I didn't know I was going to get the reaction that we've gotten from all the people around the world. I was also amazed and humbled at the congratulatory messages that I got from people on Facebook, on phone calls, on my inbox, So I was actually humbled enough, and shocked in a way, but I take it up as a challenge.
Yeah, but to me, like when I look back, I've known you for a while, for a long time. We've had our battles, we fought, and the good thing have always been like we're always friends. It doesn't matter how hard we hit each other or whatever. After the games, we've always been we've always talked. Like it's never been personal. So I was not surprised though, because I know you on a personal level. I was not surprised of the reaction you're getting. I'm not surprised about that. But I've always known there was something about just South Sudan, because for example, when I started playing basketball, I played for a team, former Kenyan players who play in the US. We have a team called Fire, and one of our biggest opponent, and one of our biggest opponent is a team called Gorillas. Young Gorillas. That's what they call themselves. And it's some kids from South Sudan, and they can play. And we've always had this battle. So I've always known the love of basketball like South Sudan has. And so I'm not surprised with how much reaction there is. I'm just like, I think the expectation is what's going to be even much more. Like now with the wall dang there and you guys there, it's like, okay, we have to be the best in Africa right now, right?
Yes. That's true. Before all this, we used to be taken as the underdogs. Whenever we come to any tournament, we know that we are good, but we are not there yet. We needed that wow factor now to propel us up. And that's when now Golding and the new federation came in. And now they have pushed us up there. And now there's a lot of expectation because people know, as again, Coach Basog used to say, number one talent in basketball is height, and you cannot coach height. And that's what the Most High has blessed us with. We have a lot of tall guys who can play basketball and who have the heart to play basketball. So now the expectation is there. There's high expectation, and we'll do our level best to live up the expectation, by working hard and by doing the right thing, and from every department, in the federation, every department in the country, every department fan-wise. And I believe, you do your best, you do your part, and you let the the rest done by Most High God.
With the new Arou post, man, FIBA commissioner, what's your next move? What's your mandate? What are you thinking? Like, how are you thinking? What are you thinking? How might impact the game? What's your mind thought? Like, what are you really visioning for you doing in the next, let's say, 1 year? Short-term goals.
Yeah, my short-term goals is I want to make sure that basketball, first of all, from our grassroots, from back home, it has reached a level whereby you're not just the national team, but our local clubs can come and compete competitively in the region. So that is going to start from back home. From our federation, from our league. We make sure that we do our level best to put in systems whereby we are going to have a very competitive league. We make sure that everybody is trained to do the right thing, right from the ball boy to the referees to the teams, the coaches. There's a lot to be done.
Yes.
So we'll do our level best to put everything in place, and then from there we come up.
And so, as you've been playing, man, you played different countries, won different championships. What is what do you think that is that one thing you brought every day? Like, you knew, when I get on the floor, this is what I bring every day. Like, what is that one thing you can point to, and you bring it every day? It didn't matter where it was, or it didn't matter which country you are playing. You knew, this is me. This is what I can bring to the table.
Everybody that I played against or I played with, and every coach knows that whenever Arou is on the court, there's going to be a lot of hustle work. There's going to be some serious aggression. There's going to be a lot of physicality. So I knew that whenever I'm on the court, on this side, they're going to score less basket on our side. And that's what I took pride in, and that's what gave me a lot of playing time during my days. Whenever the game is going so guys, the tails are a little bit down. I know when I get in, some aggression is about to happen, and most of the time it happened and it worked for us, and the other team always put that tail down.
Well said, my brother. But it's funny, like, I watch these games, like I watch even the recent games in excuse me, in Kenya, when the qualifiers, the fast window, when South Sudan played, and you guys only lost to Kenya. But I look at the plus and minuses and everything that you guys were able to do. You score most points than any other team, and you help opponents to the lowest, points. So how do you even develop that talent? Like, and I was reading something which was more interesting, was most of those players were local players, apart from a very few, maybe 2 or 3 who you guys had brought in.
As I said earlier, it's all about training. Training, a lot of hard work, and a lot of trusting each other. I will give up a good shot for a better shot. And putting away selfishness. So whenever you have such element in the team, and whenever such elements are preached every now and then, teams are bound to do better, are bound to score more baskets, are bound to play better. The more you score, the more you want to play good defense. So whenever you have good teamwork, good work ethic, good things are bound to happen in basketball.
Yeah. I know. Put in the work. I always tell people, put in the work. The rest will take care of itself. You know,
True.
you know, if you stay true to the game, man, I always believe basketball is a life game. It teaches you how to survive off the court as well.
True.
So I always believe, that's my always believe.
Very
But
true.
as we coming down,
That's true.
you know, as we winding down, man, like, so for someone else, you know, the whole point of this show is always to give motivation, and someone else can hopefully get one thing that they can use in their life, no matter what they're going through, or, you know, it doesn't have to be even in sports, in life, period, like just to be better. If there's that one thing you can share with people that, you know, like you've gone to, whenever, you know, just to, as a mantra for your journey, if it's that one thing, what would you tell people? This is one thing you have done consistently and has made me get, even when I knew things were going bad, I started to get to my destination.
What I'll say is that in life, you know, whenever there's no any situation that is permanent, you know, whether it's a good situation, it's a bad situation, there's no situation that is permanent. You just have to have a goal that you want to achieve, and you just work towards that goal. You know, it may not come tomorrow, it may not come the day after tomorrow, it may take longer than it should, or than you've imagined or envisioned. But if you stay consistent and you stay persistent and you don't give up, whatever that you have and whatever that you want to achieve, you will achieve it. It's as simple. And you just stay off drugs, man. Drugs, they cut your life short, you know.
Yes.
So stay off anything that will cut your life short or will reduce your concentration in life, and just stay steady, you know. Whatever that you want to achieve, you will achieve. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Man, that's always I've always told people. That's always I've always believed, man. If I can do it, someone else can do it. It can't be that hard. You know, like that's the way I look at it, because I don't think I'm special. I don't think my story is special. I just think I took advantage of opportunities that came my way. I really don't think I'm very different from someone else who was playing basketball in Kenya. Like, I don't really think there's a difference. I just think, you know, I took advantage of my opportunities, and I was ready. When, you know, you gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready, as you said. Obviously, you did get the opportunity to go to do the FIBA course, but your previous knowledge and your previous, you know, dedication to education. You know, you're going to do your master's, you're doing your bachelor's. You are prepared for that opportunity. It doesn't mean that it was given. You know, it was given, but you had to take it. You are prepared for that opportunity. You know, I think most of us wait for the opportunity, but we don't do anything while you're waiting. You just wait for it.
Stay ready all the time.
Yeah, you wait for it. Your team does mazoezi. You know, like,
you must stay ready.
You already failed. You know, you already failed.
You failed yourself.
Yeah, you've already failed, so you gotta stay ready. But man, I appreciate you taking time, man, and being on here, man. I know. I appreciate it, because actually this week I was down with, you know, congestion. I couldn't even speak nicely, so I was like, man, I don't even know if I'm going to do this show. So I reached out to you yesterday, man. I know we hadn't talked to you. I just want to appreciate you. Tell you thank you, man, for being able to, on a quick turnaround, and share your story, and hopefully influence that next FIBA commissioner, man, and someone else to aspire to be in the same role or to do something even greater.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome, brother. Anything for the game. I'm down for it. And don't mention it. You're most welcome. And I'm reachable any time of the day, anywhere, whenever you want anything. I'm here all the time.
You know, right? Hey, Maxine is here. Maxine said it would be nice to have a familiar face in FIBA. I hope they give you a chance in the upcoming championships in the zone and in Africa, man. You know, that's everybody. I think everybody.
Maxine. Yeah, everybody's Everybody's telling me the same. I hope so too. I hope so too. I
Yeah,
mean, I
I
need
mean,
to. I need to learn more. You know, I now have the theory. I need to do practical. So let's see. Let's see.
yeah.
I will be up for the challenge. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Man, you got a whole bunch of friends. It's nice seeing you again, Arou, and my man Omari,
Ah,
Big O.
that's my boy Omari. Big
Yeah,
boy
that's
Omari.
Omari,
Thanks,
man.
man. Nice to see you too, bro. Nice to see you too. You're lost, man. But I
I
hope
had him on the show.
I hope you're well. I hope you're well wherever you are, man. I hope you're
Yeah,
well,
I had
man.
him on the
You
show.
take care of yourself.
I think 2 weeks ago he was on here. And then
Ah,
I
all
just,
right, all right, all right. Ah,
yeah,
that's my boy Tong, my boy
yeah.
back
He
from
said,
home.
yeah,
Well deserved appointment. Thank you, Tong, man. Thank you, bro. I really
man,
appreciate.
man. It's been nice talking to you, Arou. This is gonna be our time, and I appreciate you being on the show, man.
All right, bro. Thank you.
We'll
Thank you
catch
very
up with
much.
you, man. Stay
Thank
safe,
you.
be blessed, man,
All right,
and
bro.
and good luck on your way forward, man. Good luck with your new appointment. All right. Yes, there we have it. It's incredible, to see someone, go play. You play with someone, and then they just have a bigger vision of what they want to do to impact the game. So it doesn't matter what you do for the game. You can be anything you want to do for the game. Just you start playing, have another vision, have something else you want to do to impact the game. So it's just a great story to visit with Aru and just see his journey and his steps he's taken towards impacting basketball not only in South Sudan but Africa. Africa. So this is gonna be our time. Everybody stay safe. Be blessed until next Sunday. Again, as always, we're gonna have a great show. Till next Sunday. That's our time.